Hi, welcome to my page. My name's Patrick. I am a tutor and instructor on TakeLessons. I teach a lot of subjects on this platform. I love them all for different reasons, and I think you'll see that I just kind of generally love learning and intellectual challenges. So I'm really passionate about teaching, but also about learning. I really believe that teaching is a practice in learning. So when I work with you, it's very collaborative. We'll spend a lot of time together discussing things. I'm not just going to give you the answer. And part of that is because that's not a great way to learn. Part of that is also because I think it keeps the conversation more lively and engaging. I really appreciate a lot of different subjects, and at various times in my life, I've been interested in and continue to be interested in everything from philosophy and art and religion to physics and astronomy and computer science. I'm actually getting a second master's right now in computer science. I love learning. I love knowing new things, and I love instilling in others the same level of learning that I have. Now, I think it would be pretty ridiculous if I were to claim that my entire life was intellectual. I think that would make life very boring. Even coming from an existentialist viewpoint, it's important that you go out and experience things. So it's not all about reading things in a book or watching a video on them. It's about doing them. So I do spend time teaching, obviously, and reading and doing all those things I've talked about. But I also spend time playing video games and just reading a book for fun, going out on a walk, watching Family Guy, drinking a coffee. I have a normal life, I think. One of the reasons that I think it's so important that I try to keep these lessons fun and interesting for you is because I want you to truly enjoy the process. I want you to learn to enjoy learning like I did. It took me a long time. I did not always love it. I hated it in middle school and high school. I thought school was ridiculous. It was the worst thing in the world. I just wanted to be done with it as soon as I could. I was dreading college. I wasn't looking forward to it because I wasn't thriving. I was bored. I wasn't challenged. I just had to memorize and regurgitate information, and that didn't work for me. I could not stay focused on a class or a textbook or a homework assignment. It wasn't until I started to learn that I could love learning and that I could see learning as an opportunity to grow as an individual that I started to not only be able to bear reading a textbook, but also enjoy reading a textbook and enjoy learning something new and enjoy working on a problem set in a math class. It's not easy to get to that point, but I really believe it's possible if you can latch onto the parts of learning that are fulfilling to you. So I want to instill that in you, and I want to allow you the opportunity to love what you're learning. And I think having fun and not always being so serious is part of that. I've faced a fair number of challenges in my life. One of the major ones, at least related to learning, has been ADHD. I went undiagnosed for many years, including my middle school and high school years. And it was challenging. It was really tough. I felt like no one understood the struggles I was having. Everyone just kind of labeled me as lazy. I didn't work. If I worked harder, I'd be so much better of a student. I heard that a lot, or saw it on report cards a lot. But the reality is that there was something missing, and there was part of my brain that wasn't working right. So I bring this to my tutoring. One of the reasons that I'm thankful for this experience is that I've walked the path of a struggling student, and I've walked the path of an excelling student. I've been viewed as mediocre, and I've been viewed as excellent, and I've been viewed as a terrible student. I think it helps me to understand when you come to me with a challenge, I'm not going to judge you, give you a hard time, because even if it's something I understand very well at this point, there's been plenty of things along the way that I've not understood and took me a ridiculous amount of time to understand, things that other people could grasp in 2 seconds. So I'm here to help you no matter who you are, what challenges you face, what age you are, whether you're a 12-year-old who's sitting in class and can't stay still, so you can't absorb any of the information that they're teaching you, or you're an 86-year-old and you're just looking for a new intellectual challenge. I will mold our work together towards your needs and your hopes. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you could hit like and subscribe, it would mean a ton to me. It just helps my video get to more people, which is ultimately my goal because I want to be able to work with as many people as possible. Either way, though, thank you again for watching. You can find a link to my Take Lessons page in the description below. On my Take Lessons page, you can find information on the lessons that I teach, how I teach them, what subjects I currently teach, and you can also send me a message if you have any questions whatsoever. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I get the chance to work with you soon.